guys, it's an even more shittier fucking day than the last time we did a video. But today, I want to start doing a little shorter videos. I'm really going to try to cut this up. Do my best. But, listen. I want to talk about not giving up. And, some people are way better at it than others. Because, you know, not everybody knows, how to keep going. You know, they need the motivation to keep going. But really, sometimes you do need to give things up, right? You know, sometimes you got to give things up that you've been in a habit of doing. You know, whether it be anything like an addiction or whatever. It's like, yeah, this ain't really too good. I might need to give this up. But we're going to focus on the topic of not giving up. And particularly things that I would say that, you know, you're in a situation where it's really hard for you. It's a tough situation. And you're looking for a way out. But the only way out is to not give up, I guess. Yeah, I told these guys to slow down, alright? I put my finger down now. Yeah, we ain't going no puddles, bro. So, I don't know. I can talk about me not giving up, I guess. I mean, I guess this whole channel is kind of about me. But it's about, you know, it's about life. It's not, you know, it's not just about me. It's about life. So, to me, not giving up, I know there's a certain word for it. Well, it's also it has to deal with resilience. So sometimes I see people, you know, and they're going through a situation, and it's really hard. It's really hard for them to find the silver lining. But you see them in that situation and you think, wow, they're in a tough spot right now. How are they going to get through it? I don't know. Maybe I should tell them don't give up. And that seems kind of cliche, because it kind of is. But if you really think about it, you really put your mind to it. Just when somebody tells you that, it might not be that big of a deal. It might not really resonate with you right off the bat. But I'm just gonna say, if you allow yourself to understand that mentality of not giving up, like whether it is like you're working out, you're trying to lose weight, or you're whatever, right? If you adapt that mentality, it will improve all ways, every little thing that you do. A lot of things that you do when it comes to your life, because you focused on that, and it became something that's a part of you now. Not giving up isn't easy to do. But when you realize that that's what you have to do, and you end up being successful, that's where it'll pay off. It's gonna make you very grateful that you didn't give up. And I think a lot of people are in a situation right now where they want to give up. I mean, motivation can come from a lot of different sources, But I think the biggest motivation that you can get is definitely going to come from yourself, because nobody can convince you more of what it is that you want to do than yourself. Once you've convinced yourself and it's coming from you, no matter what it is, you know, you're gonna have a way to get whatever it is you want done. I went through a phase in my life where all I wanted to do was give up. And I think a lot of people nowadays do that. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, I think everybody's had to experience that. For any of you younger riders out there, when it comes to life, it's kind of like, you know, that old saying of, you never forget how to ride a bike, right? And that's pretty cliche too. And obviously a lot of people, you know, they got their own way of interpreting that. But at the end of the day, it's there's a lot to it, and I think some people don't pick up on. I go deep, I guess. I go pretty deep in the stuff I talk about. But like, for instance, you know, when you first learned how to ride, you were young, you were wild, you were full of energy. You didn't have a fear. Well, maybe you did. Obviously, everybody's got a little bit, but you weren't scared 100%. You know, you weren't like totally afraid that you didn't want to do anything, right? And you made the choice at that young age that you were going to do that. And as you got older, it was like, hey man, I'm gonna step it up a notch. I'm gonna ride the big bikes now. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're still like that little kid. You know, we don't really think every little detail of what we're getting ourselves into when we do that. But at the end of the day, we got to learn from it. And obviously you don't need me preaching, because those of you that are really serious about riding, you know that it's something that is kind of became a part of you. The people who give up, I think, too quick don't realize that they're going to regret not trying harder, not giving another whack, you know, not giving another chance for whatever it is. Not giving up, to me, is doing something that you know you're not going to get the first try, and still doing it regardless. But yeah, back to how I said I had a phase where I just felt like giving up all the time. I think that was mainly back in middle school, because I got bullied pretty heavily, you know, for being super pale, and you know, people would call me albino and shit. And for some reason, I just really let that get to me. But I'm glad I learned from it. It took me a while, but progress, more often than not, is going to be very slow. But anyway, I was able to learn from these hard times. And I had phases where of me giving up was just like, well, it doesn't really matter if I talk to people, because they're gonna think I'm stupid, or they're gonna think I'm this, or they're not gonna like me. But at the end of the day, I had to overcome that, right? I had to overcome it. I don't know why, but for some reason that just felt like the toughest part of my life. I don't know why, but I look at it now as a pretty easy part of my life, because I didn't have to worry about working. I didn't have to worry about, you know, what I'm gonna do when I grow up. I just lived my life. But nowadays, if you're out of school, that's basically what kind of consumes your mind. I never really liked school. I said that in another video. I had a lot of stuff that happened. I used to regret, but I don't regret now. Here, bro, we got chickens. Fucking cock-a-doodle-doo, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know why I had to red bomb some chickens, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But never think that it's too late to try something new or get to where you want to be, because not giving up is a mentality. Not giving up is a way of going about your day-to-day life. You're not going to be the person you want to be right away. That doesn't happen like it does in the movies. Obviously, everybody knows that. I just really hope that as the years go on, more and more people will wake up to whatever it is that they need to wake up to, because I want to live in that world. The more people that are alive and know that they're living out their true purpose, that's the world I want to be in. Okay? My friends, I don't have a lot of friends, but the friends that I got, I couldn't ask for any better. Yeah, we fight like brothers. Okay, that's how it is. That's how, because we've known each other for so long. And you don't listen, sometimes there's people in your life that you feel like you want to give up on, but at the end of the day, you don't have to give up if they give up for you. So it's really not even you that's giving up. You know, you want to have a good relationship with somebody. You give them your all. You put everything into it that you need to put in. And you tell yourself that I'm not going to give up on them if they're not going to give up on me. Seriously, I don't know why I decided to make a super motivational video or anything. I'm really not him, okay? I'm not him. I know a lot of people want to be him, but listen, I'm trying, okay? Listen, I just needed to go out for a ride on this beautiful day, okay? I needed to get out. I needed to talk. I like talking. I'm sorry, okay? Hey, give a guy a break for talking, all right? I like going slow on my chopper and talking for an hour. Sorry. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Not giving up. It comes in waves. You know, it comes in waves. It's kind of weird how it works. But sometimes when you're not trying your best, I mean, you can kind of expect that you're gonna feel like giving up is your only option. Please, just whoever you are, if you feel like you are a motivational person, or you're not, but if you need obviously you people whoever is watching this that likes motorcycles or either likes motivational stuff, this ain't all I talk about. I'm really diverse in what I have to say, but for some reason I just feel that not a lot of people have found meaning, because that's why giving up on a lot of different things just seems like the right thing to do, because I don't know, it's kind of like the easy way out in my opinion. But and some people don't care, and you know, that's their way of, you know, saying you know, don't even bother helping me if they just don't care anymore about their situation. But if there's people in your life that you feel like want to give up or just kind of over it, man, please tell them that there is more to life than things that are just busy work and stuff that you have to do. Life is supposed to be lived, okay? Not just thought of as like, well, what's the point of it all? I don't care. That doesn't matter. Okay, life is what you make it. And I'm a firm believer of that. And I'm sorry, but if you're gonna make it out to be something that you think it is, that's on you. You know, riding motorcycles, that was just, for me, that was kind of just, I inherited it. Okay, my dad started me off young, and then I got into it. A lot of people, they have to get into it on their own. They don't have people in their life that are gonna, hey, you gotta do it this way, buddy. So if you're somebody like that, just remember how it was when you first started, and look at it, look at how you feel now. It really hurts me knowing that there's so many wars going on, and there's obviously not enough peace in this world. And making a video kind of like this isn't going to really change anything. I don't care if I get 1 million views or if it helps anybody. I just want to put it out there because this is my way of saying I'm not giving up. Because of how much shit I've been through. And a lot of people, even if they're living their best lives, they know they've been through a lot. Your life purpose is so much more important than you think. And accomplishing that purpose, whatever it may be, big or small, not giving up is going to be a part of that process. But yes, I'm glad for people who tell their stories about not giving up and other issues that they've had to go through and deal with. Please remember that hard work does pay off. And I know this is all cheesy as shit, man. I know, okay? I know it's cheesy. You ain't gotta tell me. Look, sometimes I get a motivational wild hair up my ass and I just want to talk about stuff, okay? So yeah, if there's people in your life that are having a hard time, yes, telling them not to give up is kind of like what everybody does, but you really have to instill that. And I swear, for me, it's helped me a lot. And seeing it in other people really makes me feel good, because I know they're on their, you know, their life mission or their goal. Yeah, buddy, that fucking thing. Well, alright guys, listen, I'm glad if you stayed to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I am the dead guy with long hair, and I'll see you again in the next video.